Streaming live on WHITradio.org from High Tech High School in North Bergen, New Jersey. It's Wake Up High Tech. I'm your announcer, Crazy Carlos, and now your host, Sam the Man. Thanks, Van Halen.
Alright, I'm Sam the Man, that's Mom the Magnet, that's Crazy Carlos. Today we have an interesting sort of variety show. We're going to be talking about a whole different plethora of issues. Starting off with Mo and, I guess, Crazy Carlos and the museum.
Oh, I thought we were doing the museum at the end. I thought we were doing that's the first impressions of...
Okay.
All right.
What are you doing? No,
all right, I was going to do the first impressions of Battlefield Hardline.
Are you doing the museum?
No, I guess we'll do the museum at the end, like a group thing.
What are you doing?
Chipping in like I know how, guys.
You guys gotta come in more organized.
All right, well, so I guess a little preview for my show on Monday, my game show. So, new release this week, you got Battlefield Hardline and Final Fantasy Type 0. I did not pick up the latter of the two, but I did pick up Battlefield. And first impressions, it is a pretty amazing shooter. The shooting's solid. The game looks fantastic. It runs on 990p on PS4, 720p on Xbox One, and whatever you want to put on PC. Doesn't really matter. It depends on your rig. All 60 frames per second. That's all good stuff. And the multiplayer, solid. Not like Battlefield 4 where it launched horrendously. No server issues, which I appreciate. They actually took their time and they perfected the game. All the new modes, they fit well. All the old Battlefield modes, they fit well. The customization's great. The campaign, I just did the prologue, but it's like Miami Vice. It's like a TV show. And like when you quit to go to the main menu, it'll tell you next time on Battlefield Hardline. I'll give you a preview at the end of the mission. That's really cool. I like it's not a serious campaign. It's like a cop show. So like it's good. Like overall, I have high hopes for this game. Hopefully, I'll get more time over the weekend to play through it and see. Like I'll go do like a full review on Monday. I'm also playing Tomb Raider Definitive Edition. I know I'm late on that. I'm also working on what's the other game? I don't know what other game I'm playing, to be honest. I just blanked out. But yeah, so hopefully I can get through Battlefield and Tomb Raider within this weekend. Probably not Tomb Raider, but because Tomb Raider's old anyway. But Hardline, it is worth the money. Also, in other news, the Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse DLC came out. I'll talk about that more on Monday. Now, Sam, the museum.
Oh, I actually found some stuff on the museum.
I wasn't going to talk about the museum.
All right. Well, it's pretty serious. It's taking place in Tunisia. 19 people have died so far.
17 were mainly tourists.
Yeah, 17 were tourists, 2 were Tunisians, and two gunmen also died.
3 are still in pursuit, I believe, or something like that.
We still don't know too much about what's going on.
Like honestly, that's when it gets scary when it happens in museums. Then it can happen anywhere. It can happen in a mall. It can happen at a Target.
Where is Tunisia? Where is
Northern Africa.
Northern Africa? What was the museum about?
What museum is it?
Like,
could it be Boko Haram?
Northern Africa, that's probably too north for them. It was probably...
No, it's on the north. Like, all right, there's Egypt. If you go by a few countries, it's like on the top of Africa.
I mean, like, what other group would do it? ISIS?
I'm not
just
sure.
Like a random guy. I mean, there was no group that held up the
thing going on in Paris?
The Sydney, Australia cafe, and there was no group that really did the Charlie Hebdo attack. You never know with these guys. I think it said there were 2 gunmen. And
there's 3 more still. They're looking for 3 more.
Yeah, I mean...
It happened a little afternoon.
That's crazy.
These guys just go in broad daylight. They don't even care.
I'm just really curious with what the museums, like what's in the museum, what was so offensive to them.
No, I don't think they were going after anything in the museum. I think they were just going after mainly tourists. But I'm not sure why, because...
Well, I mean, obviously, I think that something would have had to set them off, and I would assume that it would be the topic in the museum, a certain exhibit or something like that. I mean, I don't think that it would just be out of the blue, okay, let's just shoot up a random museum. It would have to be planned, and I think that just like you can't, like, there was clearly a reason the people shot up Charlie Hebdo. It wasn't like, okay, let's just shoot up a random satire magazine. They actually, offended them, so... I wonder if there is something that...
Could it have been a government thing? Because right now what I'm reading is Tunisia has made the most successful transition towards democracy recently. And they've just completed a presidential and parliamentary election.
It's
could it be
an art
something with
museum.
government? Yeah,
Yeah,
just
it contains a
typical
major
museum.
collection of Roman mosaics and other antiquities of interest from ancient Greece.
Yeah, there's no way they would take
Tunisia,
offense
and
to
the
that. Do you
Islamic
think it's a
period.
government thing? Because
I don't know. I don't know why they would take over a museum for a government.
no, not a
thing.
I didn't think they were going for the museum. I think it just happened to be in front of the museum.
You
But
know,
they were
I mean,
just going
you know,
after-
if they probably wanted to cause terrorism, just found an easy target. Because museums don't have a lot of security. A lot of stuff like this doesn't have security, which is a problem.
I'm actually surprised to hear that. These are like priceless. From what you read, these are like rare.
I don't know
artifacts.
how rare these artifacts are. I don't know how popular the museum is.
I don't think it's that popular.
I got a 4.2 out of 5 stars, so maybe next time we're in town we go. No, that's too.
Next
messed
time
up.
we're in Tunisia, we'll take a visit.
So we'll keep you updated on that. In the meantime, I'd like to talk a little bit about Chris Borland and his decision in his second year to retire after his rookie season with the 49ers. He's retiring due to health concerns about with head trauma and stuff like that.
Oh.
He hasn't started experiencing it yet, but he's done a good amount of research, and he thought to himself, I'd rather get out of the game now when I'm not seeing any symptoms than when I am, and I'd rather have my health for life
Yeah.
than football for now. He was a great player, definitely, an idol to me. He played for Wisconsin.
And he made a pretty good decision too. Like I don't blame him for this.
I mean, I don't know. But it just brings up my big point, like what I've been saying for a while now. I think the NFL and football in general is going to go the way of boxing.
Yeah,
In the way that it reached its height, its maximum, popularity, in the years sort of after Muhammad Ali. But then you kind of saw the impact that boxing had on him and how a great
Yeah,
star.
look at him. He's
But
like,
but it didn't just crash down
It didn't
hard.
just
It had-
crash,
it had
and
a
it
gra-
still hasn't crashed.
Because afterwards
completely.
you had
you still do have a certain popularity in boxing. It just never has reached where it was
Yeah.
before.
Yeah, it peaked, it
and
peaked.
people, started taking their kids out of it. It was sort of like, sort of now a thing that very few people are doing. And I wonder if that's going to happen with football, with a 10% decrease in Pop Warner, and parents and
over time.
kids
Yeah.
being more concerned about
I-
the health risks that come associated with football.
I can see it happening. I'm not 100% sure.
I think it's going to. I'm Sam the Man. That's Mom of the Magnet and Crazy Carl.
This was
Yeah,
brought to you
right.
by WHITradio.org.
Let us leave homeroom.
Oh, that's a good.